Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So good Tuesday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We're here with Coffee with a View this week and at the WIDOK Towers, which is right here in the center of Warsaw, overlooking the beautiful city of Warsaw and the Palace of Culture. So lovely to be here, and we'd like to thank the S+B Group for letting us use this fantastic location this week. Maybe we'll use it a bit next week as well, just because it's such a nice change of pace from
very convenient for my Christmas shopping.
Very convenient for your Christmas shopping as well, which I know you're doing a lot of. So anyway, we're working on our, everything's going as planned, it seems. We're working on our CE Retail Awards, which is coming out January 27th. And one of the things is that we've noticed is the actual number of cases have now really dropped in Poland. So it looks like we're through this wave and on to having more and more fun. Still, we need to stay safe and stay healthy, but the events are all seem to be going well. We got a lot of retailers involved, from MAPIC Italy, from MAPIC in Cannes, a lot of new retailers looking to come into the market. Quite a few new owners of shopping centers and retail destinations also attending our event and attending the deal making, which we have during the day, which is a, let's say, new thing to the event, a new process to the event, where we have the owners meeting actually with the retailers during the day. A lot of pre-meetings already scheduled for that, so that's good. So if you're interested in some deal making, let me know. We'd definitely like to have you involved in this year's event. So we're getting close to Christmas, aren't we? It's coming up. I think one more week of kind of hard work, and then I think it'll kind of slow down. So
I can tell you're excited.
I am very excited.
Have you been good this year?
No, probably not. I haven't seen any presents under my tree yet, for me anyway. So yeah, and having said that, let's just jump on to who's been good. Winston Norman's been good. Lots of presents for you.
None under my tree either.
No, you can't. I don't have it either.
Well, I've got to get a tree first.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you know, if you don't have a tree, how are you going to have any presents?
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's jump on to a quick commercial for our CE Retail Awards. We'll be back in 20 seconds with, do we have some interesting news today?
Yeah, we've got a lot of news today.
We got a lot of news today, a lot of interesting things happening, so stay with us. We'll be right back. So welcome back. Here we are in the Tuesday news, and very exciting stuff from what I understand coming up. Winston, give it to us.
Thank you, Craig. And yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of news about retail parks this week, you know, and how popular they are, you know, at the moment for developers and investors alike, and retailers are looking at these developments. And you know, one of the reasons, obviously, they weren't affected by the pandemic, and also, you know, they offer some different criteria to traditional shopping centre, which
they were positively affected, I guess. Sales
positively
doubled,
affected,
right?
And yeah, and you know that trend has continued, you know, and the latest one, I mean, it's a new retail centre brand to hit Poland. So you know, not just a new development, it's a whole new cycle of retail parks that are going to come out around the country, and this new brand is called, of convenience centres, is called MOZAIKA.
MOZAIKA, sounds good.
I hope I'm saying that correctly. And yeah, they're going to be established in good locations around Poland. And the first one is MOZAIKA Krakow, which was launched at the beginning of December, so a good time to open. Yeah. And it's got an immediate catchment area of 65,000 people. And obviously that you know, it's near Krakow, so it's a lot more than that, but that's the immediate
plus
area.
The tourists, yeah.
Plus the tourists, of course. So this particular development is anchored by a Kaufland grocery store. And Kaufland, you know, they go into these, they like these retail parks very much.
Yeah, sure.
It's got an Obi DIY store. It's got a Rossmann, a Deichmann, RTV Euro AGD, Maxi and Maxi Zoo, the pet shop, for
Pet shop,
example.
yeah.
And it's, it provides a large food court, which again is proving very popular for customers in today's.
I like large food courts.
Yeah, I do. And the developer of this particular or this new venture is 4FI.
Oh, 4FI.
The developer investor.
Okay.
And they took over a lot of Tesco's old.
Right.
When Tesco pulled out,
Sure.
a lot of people jumped onto their plots, and
Well, they had good plots. And
yeah, they did have good
big
plots.
schemes.
And and this particular one is being leased by BNP Paribas Real Estate. And apparently the group's got around 100,000 square meters around
that is
Poland,
big.
so that
Okay.
you'll be hearing a lot from this group in the future. And moving on, and Colliers has released their one of their latest reports, and they're saying that investors are looking for quality office investments at the moment, and in major cities, and they're spurred by the ESG credentials, which are very, very popular these days. And so, according to the report, 67% of investors, of EMEA investors, and 60% of global investors, they're still choosing office as the asset to go to in major markets. And based on Collier's 2022 Global Investor Outlook, pent-up demand and delayed transactions will translate into momentum next year. However, investors face an increasingly complex and competitive marketplace, coloured by new regulations and COVID-19 uncertainties. This year's report shows that ESG, environmental, social and governance considerations are prominent, with nearly 3 in 4 investors integrating environmental factors into their strategies. And Colliers just goes on to say, we are seeing increased pressure from investors on ESG issues, which is the core and core plus segments have become one of the key selection criteria over the last 6 months. The lack of appropriate ESG credentials already affects not only the valuation of a property, but also the liquidity of real estate in the investment market. Some funds are not allowed to acquire real estate that does not meet specific ESG requirements. We expect this trend to strengthen over the next 12 months. So, it's playing a huge role today.
Right. You can't ignore it. As a developer, you just can't ignore it.
You can't ignore it.
Or as an investor, yeah.
Yeah, if that cycle is to be completed, then that's got to be completed.
Good. Something else to have a conference on.
Yeah, something else to have a conference on, yeah. And moving on, and we've got, what a surprise, we've got more news from the warehouse industry, and Panattoni have secured another major lease for its new project in Panattoni Park, Wrocław 8, which is the new lease is by LX Pantos, which is one of the largest logistics operators in Korea and Southeast Asia. And they will occupy as much as 43,500 square meters in this new park.
Oh, that's big.
That's big, and it's more than 3 times as much as it originally planned.
Wow.
So, I think
shows how good business
is going well for this particular company. And so according to Panattoni, they comment on this deal. They say Lower Silesia and its capital Wrocław are now recognised as an innovative economic region and one that the Korean investors are particularly attracted to. The country is currently the largest Asian investor in this country.
Right, okay.
And the total value of Korean foreign direct investments in Poland already exceeds 3 billion. Korean capital is currently investing heavily in the region, primarily in the fields of electromobility, electronics, automotive parts production, and the chemical industry.
Well, they're good at all that stuff.
They're good at they're very good at that stuff. Yeah, you're right, Craig. Sorry, jumping us. Falling over my words there. Yeah. And finally for today, GTC have renovated their Globus Poznan office development.
Oh, okay.
And they've signed a new tenant after the renovation, which is Notus Finance. And this new lease has followed, like I said, a comprehensive renovation of this landmark property in Poznan. And it's had like a lobby makeover and HVAC optimization. So again, it's, bringing this particular product, an older product, up to date and making it more attractive to tenants and possibly investors in the future. I
think everybody's going to have to do that, just from safety, security reasons, yeah?
And then it's creating a whole new workload for people, and one of the companies we know very well that operated on this renovation is Tetris.
Oh, Tetris, yeah.
And according to Pavel Pikus, he's the contract director at Tetris, he says, a comprehensive lifting of the reception area and halls required advanced multi-stage works. What's worth mentioning is the non-standard impressive finishing details, wooden, made of thermo ash elements on walls, ceiling and reception counter. Furthermore, micro enhancement of the floors, which is formed during the complex multi-step process. God, that does sound complicated.
Oh, gosh.
Like
That's
to go
to make
and see
a floor?
that.
That's to make a floor?
Yeah, so it sounds like they've got a very, a very interesting reception area of that
It
building
does.
now.
We need to go check it out. Yeah.
We should go to Poznan and check that out.
That's all we have for today?
That's all the news we have for today,
All right.
Craig.
Very exciting stuff. I see that S+B brought us a little thing for Christmas.
Yeah, we
Christmas
can
Eve.
get the celebration started.
Put the presents under that.
Bit of mulled wine.
Yeah.
Oh, your
exactly.
present from me, Craig, won't fit under there.
Well, it'll be just fine. Yeah, exactly. So everybody, thank you for watching the show. We're very happy that we've got so many viewers every week, over 8,000, continuously over 13,000 on the interviews. We've got an exciting interview with Johannes Bauer, which will be coming out later today or tomorrow. So stay in touch with that. I'll put the link on for you so you can see that interview directly. Very interesting stuff about conversation about this building and why you should be here. And then I can just, by sitting here, I can see why. So enjoy the rest of the day. We will see you tomorrow. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.